Guess what? I'm back. That's right, it's me, the Music Man. And today we're doing another album event calendar video. Do you guys like being sad? Today we're talking about The Glow Part 2 by The Microphones. Now, admittedly, I don't know anything about The Microphones at all. I guess they have a connection to Mount Erie, and the only thing I know about that group is that they came out with a really sad album about a dead wife or something. So going into this one pretty blind, and I gotta say, out of the 3 albums I've heard so far, this one's my favorite. It's really good. Thumbs up. Before we dive in here, my producer, off screen, mentioned that we really have to add some more value to these videos. I guess my opinion isn't enough. So they prepared these cue cards with a whole bunch of facts about the album. And I guess throughout the video, I'll be reading off of them, and we'll learn together. It'll be great. This album really leaves a strong first impression. When I was listening to it, my ears were glued to my headphones the entire time. I was that into it. A lot of these tracks are very dynamic. You have these louder cuts, such as Samurai Sword, which really emphasize on the noise. They really contrast well with tracks such as Headless Horseman, which are definitely softer and have a bit more of an acoustic edge to them. A lot of these tracks have very interesting change-ups that land pretty much every single time. I was always excited to see where the album would be going, from track to track or even second to second. The lo-fi production here really gives the album a big boost. It feels very raw and authentic. Fun fact number 1. The title track references a certain fight happening in September. This is a subtle reference to the fact that this album came out in September. I don't know where the fighting part comes in. Speaking of authenticity, the lyrics here are very raw and intimate. You really do feel a strong connection with these songs while you're listening to them. The album feels very personal, and I really think that's the most compelling aspect about it. I even enjoyed the instrumental interludes here. I felt like they didn't fall into that filler trap that a lot of interludes do, and they really added to the experience of the album. Fun fact number 2. The famous Turtle Club scene from the hit film Master of Disguise was shot on the exact same day this album came out. Overall, I think it's one of the better indie rock albums I've heard. Its lo-fi production and its intimate songwriting scratches an itch that I didn't know I had. I think it fits in really nicely with a lot of the other great indie albums. If you're a fan of albums such as In the Aeroplane Over the Sea, I'd recommend checking this one out. I think you get a lot out of it. It definitely deserves to get acknowledged as one of the best albums to come out of 2001 at the very least. Anyways, yeah, that was a really good album. I will probably revisit it a lot. Back to the fun box. Things Fall Apart by The Roots. Another good one. I'm really glad that we didn't pull another Limp Bizkit album. Before we go, we have one more fun fact about this album. Jesus Christ. This album came out the same day as Nickelback's Silver Side Up. What a disaster. Could you imagine listening to Silver Side Up the day it came out? That must have ruined your day. What day did it come out again? Oh. Oh no.